Another big signing today. The Blue Jays have signed Kevin Gausman. Yes, big news out of Canada right now. The Blue Jays have signed Kevin Gausman 5 years, $110 million with the free agent. So we're going to talk all about that in today's video, along with the Marlins signing Garcia and more in today's video. But before I get into this video, if you want great baseball content throughout the offseason on this channel, this is the place to be. This is a place to be on YouTube for great baseball content as quick as possible coming out to your YouTube thing. So turn on notifications, leave a like, and subscribe to this channel. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into this video. So, Kevin Gausman, like I said, has signed with the Toronto Blue Jays. And this is a big move for the Blue Jays. Now, this move signals to me that the Blue Jays definitely aren't bringing somebody like, they're not bringing back Robbie Ray. And I think that might be for the better because Kevin Gausman definitely has a more proven track record. Now, this deal is going to be 5 years, like I said, $110 million. This will be for $22 million each year. And this is a very solid contract for Kevin Gausman, who had his best season ever. He was the 4th overall pick by the Orioles back in 2012 out of LSU. And he's only 30 years old. So this 5-year deal shouldn't be too bad of a contract as what we could look at as, Marcus Semien earlier, where he got a 7-year deal, which will lead him to his 38-year-old season. This will only lead him to his 35-year-old season. And this makes this Blue Jays team look so much better. This Blue Jays team has a great offense. Now, after signing Gausman, I think you lead towards the bullpen and really start to bolster that bullpen because it definitely needs it because that bullpen is terrible. Now, they've already signed Garcia, which for sure is a good move. I'll give him that. That's a very good move. But they've got Garcia. I think they should target somebody like maybe a Craig Kimbrell via trade. Or maybe somebody like a Russell Iglesias in free agency. Or bring back Kirby Yates, who didn't even pitch for their team. But still, this makes their starting rotation, that top 3 is really dangerous. Even top 4 for that matter, with Manoah, Hyun-Jin Ryu, Jose Barrios, and Kevin Gausman at the top of that rotation. You just paid Barrios. He's going to be there for the long term. This is a great move. Their starting pitching is good now. Their starting pitching is really good now. And now that their starting pitching is good, their lineup, of course, is good. Obviously, you're missing something at second or third base with Semien. But I think they'll make a move there. But they need to focus on the bullpen, like I said, and make a move to get, probably 1 or 2 at least bullpen arms because this is a team that struggles in the bullpen. Definitely, you've got Yimi Garcia, Tim Mazza, Adam Simber, Jordan Romano. Those are some good arms there. And even Trevor Richards and Julian Merriweather. But you could definitely use some back-end guys. But this is a very good signing. I really love this signing. I think that this is a better signing than Robbie Ray, to be honest. I think if you bring back Robbie Ray, it's still a good move, but it's not as good of a move as Kevin Gausman, who was one of the best pitchers in baseball, arguably could have got that NL Cy Young. Gausman did struggle a little bit after the sticky stuff, but so did every pitcher. In 2021, he had a 14-6 record with a 2.81 ERA and 33 games started, 192 innings, 227 strikeouts, and 1.04 whip. This is a guy who's been particularly great in 2020 and 2021 with the San Francisco Giants, and he's got a career 4.02 ERA in 197 games started, over 1,000 innings in his career, over 1,000 strikeouts, and a 1.28 whip. He relies on the four-seam fastball, then the split finger, changeup, and then the slider. Some similar pitchers are 2020 and 2019 Chris Paddock, 2018 Tyler Mahle, and 2019 Luke Weaver. This is a really good pitcher that the Blue Jays just got for a very solid contract. They're investing in their starting pitching, and I really like what the Blue Jays are doing. I think you get a couple bullpen arms, and this is a serious team that could really be a World Series contender. This AL East is so good right now. You've got the Red Sox, you've got the Yankees, you've got the Rays, you've got the Blue Jays. You've got 4 legitimate teams, legitimate contenders in this division. And this is a scary division along with a scary Blue Jays team. Just add a couple more bullpen arms, and this is a team that is so good. They definitely could use another maybe bat as well. You got to replace Semien somehow. He's a guy who had 45 home runs in 2021. But this is such a great move, bringing in Kevin Gausman. let's go and look at what's next for the Giants, because the Giants obviously are in a little bit of an interesting spot here. Now, they are one of the final teams for Scherzer, so that's interesting. Maybe this is the light end to where they bring in Scherzer, pay a couple more $1 million, bring in somebody like Scherzer. You only have to do 5 or 8. I mean, who knows how much. But you're going to have to give a lot of money, of course, to Scherzer. But still, they're not going to bring back Chris Bryant. That's already been said, that Chris Bryant just wasn't really loved there too much, to be honest. And, yeah, but they definitely could use a starting pitcher, like I said. I think they definitely should bring in a ace-type pitcher. And if you do that, you're looking at a really good rotation, actually. If it can keep like it was last year with DeSclafani, Webb, whoever they bring in as that ace-type pitcher, which Scherzer seems to be that possible guy that they're in on, and Alex Wood and the 5-star is kind of a question mark, to be honest. This Giants team still very solid. They're losing some key players. I'm going to say that. And they're going to have to find some replacements for those key players. They've already lost Kevin Gausman now. They obviously brought back Belt. They lost Posey due to retirement. And they've lost quite a few players that were very much so key to this team and how good they were last year. So you got to be on the lookout for that. They've lost quite a few players. Maybe this is in signs for a bigger move, like bringing in a Max Scherzer or somebody. But still, like I said, this Giants team, I mean, they've got to do something if they want to get back to that 107 win team, because they have lost some big pieces. Let's go ahead to the big news out in Miami that Avisail Garcia has signed a 4-year, $53 million contract, signing with the Marlins. The Marlins were looking for a big bat, preferably what seemed to be a right field type player. All offseason, the Marlins finished with a 67-95 record back in 2021. And they signed him to a 4-year deal. He's going to slide in at the 3 spot. And this lineup is young, definitely, but it looks pretty solid. Miguel Rojas, Jazz Chisholm, Avisail Garcia, Jesus Aguilar. There's some solid players on this roster. And obviously some players like Jesus Sanchez, Brian De La Cruz, even Brian Anderson still, Jorge Alfaro. You've got to give time to develop for sure. And even maybe Lewis Brinson will turn on something. But we know they've got the great starting pitching. And their bullpen was pretty solid last year. So, yeah, I think that this is a very solid move for the Marlins. Avisail Garcia had a great year back in 2021. He really broke out for the Brewers, and this is what earned him his 4-year, $53 million contract, posting a .262 average with 29 home runs for the Brewers last year. He had a really good year for the Brewers. I mean, simple. He had a really good year. With 29 home runs and 86 RBIs at .330 on base percentage and a .490 slugging and a .346 WOBA. He had a really good year for the Brewers. So yeah, that's the news right now. I'm going to make sure nobody else has signed while I'm, of course, filming this video, because that'd be really bad if I had to make another video right then. But, yeah, no. The Blue Jays have signed Kevin Gausman. This is a great move. I think that's going to be the last video for today, unless something really happens in the next, hour or something. I hope nothing happens, at midnight or something like it did last year. But if it did, I'll try to make a video as soon as possible. But, yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn notifications. Because, like I said, if you want great baseball content as quick as possible to your YouTube notifications throughout the offseason, make sure you subscribe to this channel, turn notifications, and leave a like. Thank you for watching, and peace.